Hello, hello. Hello. Hello, Commander. Welcome. It's slime time again. Woo! How are you all doing? Hello, Kian Edwards. Welcome to chat. Hello, everyone. We have a huge day ahead of us. Big day ahead of us. Hello, Joe J. Thank you for being the first one in the chat. Hello, Telos. Hello, AAX. 11111111. Hello, Josh Black. Hello, glad that you're here. Hello, Carlo. Hello, Cyborg Larry. Welcome to chat. First time I've seen ya. It's the Stinky Slime Boy, says Box Fox Scoot. Welcome, happy to be here. Observations from the bunker, Slime Mercs. And Gottengiz, been a bit, my guy. Welcome, welcome. Welcome back, Thomas Robinson. Oh, Thomas Robson, excuse me. Welcome back. Hope your mercenary company's going well. You certainly love your locusts, and we might even roll a couple of those today. Hello, Mr. Morris. Hello, Argyle. Always here, always lurking. I appreciate you being around, Mr. Argyle. Unyielding Mass, you made it to a live stream, my dude. You did it. You are the winner, and it is gonna be a good live stream. I'm really excited for this live stream. Like, I was prepping for the last 2 hours. I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be this one is going to be a winner. It is going to be a winner, boys. Observations from the bunker. Hello, Shiny Sword. Hello, Ursurus Rex. Good morning. Good morning. Dapper Raccoon. Good to see you, my guy. Good to see you. 01 Gray Cat. Oh, another first-time chatter. Hello. And Mr. Dorf Chucker. As always, welcome, my friend. Kian Edwards, Richard Stevens, and Nika. And NSA drone. Okay. Cameron. What's up, people? Charles Taylor says hello. Hello. A man with a plan. 27 JP. Hey, man with the plan. How are you? Welcome to chat. We have a really big schedule ahead of us, by the way. Today, we're not only going to be rating every single mercenary mech in 3025, but we're also going to be building out and rolling up a company. I'm not really sure what I want to do first. Maybe I'll leave it up to you guys, like what you guys want to do first, how you guys want to go about it. I want to share my thoughts. And because it's our mercenary company, I mean, well, technically it's your mercenary company, Commander. I want to involve you in the ratings and in, you know, what we're eventually going to build out together. And we are going to build out, I can confirm, we are going to build out a full battalion, not just a company. Today we're going to roll up, I think, about a company's worth of mechs, maybe a small company, and then we're going to think about how we're going to build out our battalion. And then the next week we're going to actually go ahead and do that. Ratings first, build out after. Ratings first, build out after. Yeah, I think we have to rate the mechs. We have to obviously rate the mechs and take a look at what we're dealing with first, and then after we rate the mechs, we can you know, then we'll have a better idea of what we're gonna, you know, of how we're gonna go about doing that. Are you using the battle campaign guide rolling rules? I'm using, I think, one of the mercenaries books to roll everything up. But I wanted to share what I had so we can share some ideas, because I don't know. Heads up, Big Red posted that you're streaming on his Discord to prepare for influx. Oh, okay, cool. That should be very neat. It should be very neat. But yeah, this isn't a tier list, I think, because there are a couple mechs I haven't studied and I don't know. So hopefully, you know, hopefully you get to share some ideas with me and we get to make some decisions together. Let me message this person here, Ruka Katori. She's a Japanese streamer who streams MechWar online. I was doing a collaboration with her. If you're free, do you want to stop by? Give you a shout out. Let me give her our stream link here. I think the first thing we need to do, though, and one of the most important things that we need to do, is we really need to decide. Last time we decided that our commander was gonna be a from the Magistracy of Canopus. And I think obviously, if they're from the Magistracy of Canopus, then they obviously need to be a cat person. That only seems like, I'm pretty sure if I put up, are they or aren't they a cat person? It's just gonna be, overwhelmingly cat person. So, we gotta go ahead and do that. Although we can, I suppose, start a poll. Do you guys want to? I'm pretty sure that they're cat. All right, let's start a poll. All right. What is our mercenary? Who is the commander? We'll give a couple options. Okay, we'll give male animal ear person, or female animal ear person, or, and this is going to be canon, okay? So this is a really important vote. Whatever you vote here, whatever the decision is what it's going to be pretty much forever unless they die. Male, no animal ears. Or female, no animal ears. I think I need to decide this once and for all. So go ahead and vote. Everybody, go ahead and vote for who our Canopus commander is going to be. They are Canopus. We decided that on the last stream. Are they going to go female animal ear person, male no animal ears? We got to decide. Oh, it's actually kind of close. Wow. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect so many of you guys wanted a male no animal ears. But yeah. If you guys, oh man, it is neck and neck. I personally am into cat girls, so female no animal ears on the helmet. You're dead set on the cat thing, are you? I mean, who wouldn't want to work for a cat girl? Would you not want? Are we saying you don't want to work for a cat girl? Oh, so he's just a Canopus male with no animal ears. Still prefer Free Worlds League. Purple Bird strong. Purple Bird does have some good mechs. I hope we roll some good Purple Bird mechs. He has a point. I'm just having some meat. Putting some meat in my mouth today. Down with Merrick, long with Merrick. Dapper Raccoon says some of us are raccoons. Yeah. I mean, I guess we could have a raccoon person. Wow. Interesting poll. It's all fun and games until they hawk up a hairball. Okay, we got to build the worst lance possible so this commander dies and we get another shot at Catgirl. All right, it's looking like male no animal ears is winning, but I personally, if I had to vote, I would definitely vote for female animal ear person. So we're going to leave that poll up for a little while till more people get here. See if I can get my way. Anyway, let me show you what's on the docket today. So what's on the docket today is we have a bunch of stuff. Let's go over it here. So we want to go over some key concepts here because we're building out a whole battalion. We need to start thinking about logistics. Key concepts are availability, what kind of dropships we're going to be running. And then I want to look at kind of like the professionals, what the pros are doing. So we're going to be looking at some sample mercenary companies. We're going to be looking at like Black Widow Company and a couple other famous ones. Then we're going to be building out Slime Battalion according to like the logistics and priorities that we go through. And then finally, we're going to do some rating of mechs. Somewhere along the line there, we're gonna roll up some mercenary mechs. I know that we had auto last time, myself, we rolled a Dragon 1N for our mercenary, for my mech, and then the commander, whoever he is, rolled up a trebuchet, which was an interesting pick. But I wanna roll up a couple other mechs too. Today, and then next week for the battalion building session, I wanna simulate us going to Solaris 7 and purchasing mechs. So a little bit of a combination there. Oh, I see female animal ear person is winning. Yes, the naked. Oh, 38%. All right, we'll leave it a little bit. $30.25. Yeah. Battalion build too. Yeah, we're going full battalion. I felt like if we went company, it'd be kind of cool. But what'd be really neat is battalion level. The 1N, yeah, unfortunately, we rolled the 1N. The 1G comes online a little bit later in the 3025-ish, 3028 or something like that. But because I was in Merc Civil War, I couldn't take the 1G, which was a bit of a shame. If we get a girl, I will draw her. Everybody, Nico will be drawing the cat girl. The cat girl commander. They promise. So vote for female animal yield person if you'd like to have a hot cat girl waifu as your commander. Cat girls are cringe girls. If you cringe, you lose. You must embrace the cringe. Big Red 40K. April B says, draw me, I'm a cat girl. All right. So I think the first thing, let's start getting to work here. So the first thing we need to think about is transport if we're transporting a battalion. And the transport I picked, obviously, was the Overlord mech dropship. Now, the Overlord is one of the most common, one of the more common dropships in the universe. And so I don't think it would be hard to acquire one, like relatively, right? Like if we're a mercenary battalion, obviously we need to, hire our own transport. So building around the constraints of the Overlord is a good thing to do. Proud to stomp on the cat girl fantasy. I want to live my cat girl fantasy. Are you kidding me? I want a cat girl commander. I'll happily serve a cat girl commander. All right. So anyway, the Overlord, right? So I want to build around. I think it'd be best to build around this Overlord dropship, capable of carrying a full battalion and a squadron of aerospace fighters. 10,000-ton vessel, has proven its worth as a dedicated combat transport. Right? It's one of the more well-known and highly valued ships. Right? So because of that, we need to consider we only have 36 mech slots, right? So a company is 12 mechs, and we have 3 companies. If we take any more than that, then we're gonna have to hire another transport, which is gonna cost money. So we have a cap pretty much of 36 mechs, 6 fighters, and here's the problem: 50 tons of cargo. So only a medium mech's worth of cargo for all our replacement weapons and ammunition, and that's not gonna be enough. That's going to be a problem, right? And so if we're running a full battalion, we're going to need something else to haul all our loot, haul all our replacement parts and food and water and everything like that. So the other transport, we're forced to take another transport, and the other transport I picked was the Buccaneer, right? First introduced in 2708, the Buccaneer was originally conceived as a replacement for this aging Lion class, but served the SLDF as a transport until the Union repaired. Naramiah, buy Locust. You can slap 2 into 1 bay, 2 reclown lances for the price of 4 mech bays. That's all. Yeah, I think that's something to consider. Anyway, this is a very common site in the Inner Sphere, so I don't think, again, it would be hard for us to acquire one. The Buccaneer gives us another 2,300 tons of cargo, and I don't know if we're gonna need that much cargo, but I think it'd be good to have extra extra space in case we ever want to go like start dipping our toes into what's it called? Combined arms, right? If we want to start taking tanks and helicopters and infantry companies, I think the Buccaneer will allow us to do that. The Mule for logistics and hauling. I did consider the Mule, but the Mule was a little bit too big, and I think a little bit too expensive. You can always make the XO the cat girl. Ooh, tempting, Cameron, tempting. Merc contract is better with your own transportation. Yeah, I don't think it's realistic for us to have, an Overlord dropship. That'd be insane. Much less an Overlord and a Buccaneer. So I think for our story, I'd want to start out with a battalion worth of mechs, which is a lot, and maybe a combined arms attachment. We'll have to see. But yeah, I don't want to just give myself an Overlord. Support the weeb dream of cat girls, April B. Thank you very much, April B, for your super chat. I do hope we have a animal-eared girl for our commander. But if not, maybe we can cheat and make her our XO. You know, it does look like second place. So, Telos, wait till you see your ammo storage needs and spare parts. Yeah. So I think what we'll do is we'll build out a company, we'll pick our fighters, and then we'll consider the logistics, like how much tonnage worth of spare parts we'll need to take. And then maybe we'll see if we want to go into combined arms or not. And we also have a budget, right? I think it's like 65 million C-bills for a battalion. We'll have to see. We're going to roll that up. A cat girl pilot must be awesome. All right. So I want to talk to you a little bit about our priorities here as a mercenary company. Just like we need to set our priorities, right? And I think as mercenaries, our number one priority should be about money. And in order to maximize the amount of money that we have, we would need to think about logistics, right? We need to think about if we're running a whole bunch of all these different parts, then it's inefficient, right? So like we have an AC2 sitting on our cargo bay, an AC5 sitting on our cargo bay, and then we have to carry all these different types of equipment. And yeah, it's just money just sitting dead, right? So if we can reduce the number of parts that we have, that'd be ideal. The other thing I want to think about is having high defense on our mechs. Just for reference here, right? The Locust is one of the most efficient mechs that we can purchase, and it's about let me paste it here. That's the Locust cost. Let me pull up another medium mech. I think a decent medium mech to consider would be the Wolverine. It's kind of a higher tonnage mech, but I think it's going to be seeing frontline action. Let's see. The Wolverine is almost 5 million C-bills. And then we'll take a look at the Phoenix Hawk just as as kind of a medium and in between, right? Like a I don't know, like a 45 tonner, right? Something that's not too crazy, not pushing into heavy territory. But even the Phoenix Hawk is 4 million. The P-Hawk. And then the let's take a classic heavy mech. Let's take a look at the Thunderbolt, right? Which would probably be our bread and butter heavy mechs as we build our battalion, but that's 5.4 million. My point here, Commander, is if we lose one of these mechs, right? If we lose like a Phoenix Hawk or a Wolverine that's going to be doing work for us, we're going to lose a lot off of the amount of money that we gain, right? 69 votes, nice. If it's 30-25, you're probably not picking and choosing your own mechs. Your mechs are coming with you, and your pilot's hereditary and all that. True, but we can pick who we hire. Okay, so let's just do some math here. Let's say equals this over 1 ton of armor. right? And then we'll F4. I think we F4 this. Yeah, F4 this, and then we go down. Let me blow this up for you so that you can see. So for the price of one locust, right, we can also buy 150 tons of armor. For the price of one Phoenix Hawk, we can buy 400 tons of armor. And for the price of one Thunderbolt, we can buy 540 tons of armor. So it's a lot better to have high defensive mechs, in my opinion, and spend the money on armor because it's so cheap compared to losing a mech. Like, let's say we have a $20 million C-bill contract. We lose a Thunderbolt on that contract. That's minus 25% of the profits that are gone. Plus, you have to add on the ammunition that we spend, and you know, I believe a battalion is only about 65 million C-bills worth of is only valued at about 65 million C-bills. So let's do some math here. So 65 million C-bills will do, it's going to be this number over this number. So if we lose a single Thunderbolt, we lose about 8% of our assets. And that's why I think it'd be better to have a large stress on logistics. What are your thoughts on this? I think I'm just saying, like, as we build out our mercenary company, we'll want to probably put a stress on high defense, just so we don't lose any mercenary mechs. You're not getting a Vindy without looting the Capellans. Huge fan of combined arm tactics. Okay. Anyway, while you write your thoughts, I'd like to talk about the second concept, which is command mech. Command mech is a very important ability. Gives you +1 on the initiative rolls, and so I think as many of our mechs as possible, at least one per lance, ideally. I don't know if we can get it perfectly. Certainly one per company should have the command mech quirk, just so that we win initiative. Something we also need to think about is anti-air, and here classically it's the rifleman. But I think if we can get away with it, we probably want the Orion or maybe even a longbow. We'll have to see what we roll. And we also want to consider anti-infantry. We want some anti-infantry in there. And then maybe a mech or two with improved communication, since we're at the battalion level. Are there any other thoughts on what we should set as priorities? Any other thoughts as what we should set for priorities? One command mech needs to be the rifleman. Its sensor suite is awesome. Yeah, it does have an improved sensor suite, but it doesn't have the command mech quirk. So maybe we'll put it in our... I was thinking maybe we put it in our HQ lance. I'm not sure. A booze fund for the green pilots. Any training mix for the... well, because we only have 36 slots, I think it's probably better for us to not take any training mechs and have like multi-role mechs with high defense. Those are my initial thoughts. Is this for a campaign? Yes, this is for a campaign, Todd Anderson. Gotta have an awesome in there? I think so. My concern is spare parts and availability. Depending on what we get, some mechs may be very hard to repair. Yeah. Marauder. Yeah, we could see what we roll. Maybe it might be better, since we have some people in here, to just start rolling some mechs. So what I want to do is I want to have 36 mechs plus some fighters and maybe some combined arms. But I also want to buy some mechs, and I want to roll some mechs randomly, right? To get that, hey, it's the Secession Wars. You kind of gotta live with what you get. So maybe what we'll do is we'll roll up some mechs here. My thought is we take, out of the 36 mechs that we have, we roll up 8 mechs from the Draconis Combine, because I am a Draconis fan. I'm a bit of a weeb, and Otto is from the Draconis Combine, and so I think it'd be good. I think story-wise it'd be fun that we roll some Draconis mechs and see what we get. As long as the awesome has a cat crow pilot. Yeah. So let's do that. Let's go to Slime Battalion tab here. Let's say the first mech, Otto's mech, is the Dragon. DRG1N. And then the commander is the Trebuchet. I think it was a TRB 5. I'd have to look it up later. All right. So let's move over to the next scene. Oh, we should make this way bigger. Let's make this 18 point. Okay. Like this, Commander. Do you like it this big? Okay. Okay. Let's move over to the next scene, which is the camera scene. Hello. Uh-oh. We need a window capture. There it is. Rat stables. Okay. So these are the rat tables. These are the tables I use a lot. These are the tables I use a lot. They have availabilities basically down here. Availabilities for each faction. So like 1 is very rare, 10 is like super common. Let me show you here. So if you're rolling up your own mercenary battalion, this is what I would recommend looking at, right? So 1 is a very rare, 1 in 200 mechs, and 10 is very common. 1 per lance. And so it has the factions if you want to run Star League, if you want to run Compelling Confederation, but we're running Mercenary. So we're going to be rating each one of these mercenary mechs. I don't know, what book is that? Total Warfare? No, it's the Rat Stables. You can find it on Sarna, or if you join our Discord. Then it should be there as well. I'll link it out there as well. But what I want to do is, it also has these percentage tables, right? This is Inner Sphere. This is the age of 3039. Let's go up to 3028. IS 3028, right? So, this is the vehicle table. So when we generate our mechs, I'm going to generate them using this Mercenary Periphery 3028, 3050. I might alter it a little bit so that we get a few more Steiner mechs, just because we are going to Solaris to build our Mercenary Battalion. But this is the table I want to roll on. I want to roll on this Draconis Combine House Karita table a couple of times, just to simulate us hiring maybe some like Ronin, some samurai. They just come and join us, because I think it's fun to play a certain house and experiment with houses. Roll a d10 and choose any that matches the rolled number. Oh, no. So this one's gonna be that was the availability. Like, if you're looking for like, hey, what's realistic for us for a Capellan force or a Davion force to have, that's the table that you would use. And if you want to roll some random mechs, you can use these rat tables here. It also gives some general information about the Inner Sphere. So you can see average distribution for 3025 is 30% light, 40% medium, 20% heavy, and 10% assault. And it differs per house, right? You can see because the Draconis Combine doesn't like mediums too much, it's only 20%, and they have more lights and more heavies. And then the Lyran Commonwealth has fewer mediums, fewer lights, and that prefers heavier mechs. Roll 4 Lance's worth and pick the best company. Hope you get some Osmex. Yeah, I hope I get some Osmex too. Those are really good. Large Laser Black Knight can't be that rare. It's actually pretty rare. It's like 0.5%. So, I think what we first want to do is roll these D10s. I'm going to roll we're gonna roll up 8 mechs. So we're gonna roll this. We're gonna roll these dice. These are D10s and D20s. I'm just gonna roll 10 of them. So this is the first roll. We're gonna go Draconis Combine. 1 through 4 is gonna be light, and we're gonna go like that. So 1 through 4 is light, 5, 6 medium, 7, 8, 9 is heavy, and 10 we get an assault mech. So I'm gonna roll this 8 times. Here we go. All right, so we have a 9, which is a heavy mech. That's cool. And whoop, 1 heavy mech. The other roll is a 7. Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, we have 3 heavy mechs. So we're rolling 3 times on the Draconis Combine heavy mech category. Hey, 8 voters, give the slime some likes. Just do a stout Skyner Lance. I'm here and I want to figure out what mechs you want to field. Welcome in, McCaber Derek. Yeah, hopefully it helps you. So we get 3. We're gonna roll 3 random heavies. That's crazy. So let's roll another time. This is gonna be for mechs 4 through 6. Here we go. Oh, it's a 0. Wow. So we get an assault mech. We get an assault mech here with our 0. Hopefully it's not. Well, I wouldn't mind running a charger actually. We get a 6, which is a medium. Okay, that's to be expected. And then we have a 2, which is a light, and that's really good because I think Draconis Combine has some really good light mechs, some really premier light mechs. We're starting with assault. Where did the company get the Draconis mechs? Did they bring them out there from Canopus? I think story-wise, I'd like some Ronin, maybe some like Disgrace Samurai to join us. And they come in, they come and just hang out with us. Lore-wise, Otto is a secret Dest ninja. So I don't know. Maybe they come and hang out with him or something. All right. So that was 6, and now we have 2 more rolls. Jenner is amazing. Panther is all right. Non-dispossessed Ronin. Yeah, non-dispossessed Ronin. Something like that. I don't know. We have to figure it out. All right. So that was 6, and now we have 2 more rolls on this table. So 3 and 3. Oh, that's 2 lights. Okay, I could get with that. So we have 3 lights, 1 medium, 1 assault, and 3 heavies. That's pretty cool. I'm liking that. That's almost perfectly distributed. Yeah, that's what I would expect. So now we'll go down here and we'll start rolling the Draconis Combine mechs. Sounds like a Draconis group? Yeah. All right, so I think what I want to do is I want to roll them light to heavy, right? I think we'll do our assault last. We'll save the best for last. Since we're from the Magistracy of Canopus, can we roll on the Perfory Brat as well? Well, let's put that to a vote. I'm gonna end the poll here. We have female animal ear 1. So we have a. Hey, did you hear that, Nika? We have a female animal ear. Canopus. All right, let's put it to a vote. Should we also roll up should we also roll, maybe we'll roll a Lance of Magistracy Mechs. Should we roll 1 Lance of Magistracy Mechs? Question mark. Do we want to roll? And I think I want to be strict with this. I want to say, like, we can't sell these mechs. It's not possible to sell these mechs. We have to just play with them. Like, no matter what happens, we just have to deal with it. And then the other 24 mechs we can kind of pick. But I think that'll give a good that'll give a nice That'll give a nice like flavor to it, right? So we aren't like totally min-maxing. We kind of just say like, hey, this is what you deal with. Except for an urban mech. If we roll an urban mech, we're not we're not taking an urban mech. We're re-rolling. I'm saying that right now. We are re-rolling urban mechs. I'll take the Irby. No, I don't want one. God, please, Commander, please. I don't want an urban mech. Oh my God. All right. Well, I see a lot of you saying urban mech, so we're gonna put it to. We're gonna vote on that too. We'll vote on that too. If we. Oh God. Please, Commander. I beg you. Okay, I think it's anonymous. We're rolling some Magistracy mechs. We'll do another one. Start a poll. Do we re-roll urban mechs? All right, here we go. Vote on if we re-roll urban mechs, Commander. You keep that Irby and like it. You keep that Irby and like it. Oh my God. If RNGesus says urban mech, you will make it work. Oh God. A friend of mine is running a campaign with a company of urban mechs and is loving it. You should have known better. If you don't ride in the Irby, you don't deserve the Flashman. Oscar needs to be real because mercs do well with garrison contracts. I feel your pain, delicious. Your pain is music to my ears. Oh God! All right, it's 50 votes already. All right, we're ending the poll. All right, Commander, we are keeping urban mechs, I guess. All right, so let's go back up here. Let's finish off how many mechs we get. This is average 30-25 distribution. So we're gonna roll this 4 times for our Magistracy of Canopus mechs, and then we'll roll on the Canopus table. This one is a reroll. So it was a 9, so that's a heavy and a light. Magistracy, all right here, heavy and a light, and then I'll roll it again. See what we get. A 3 and a 6, so it's another light, and 6 is a medium. So we get a Magistracy heavy, 2 Magistracy lights, and 1 Magistracy mediums. Are the mechs going to be custom loadouts? No. What I want to do is I want to take these in battle. I want to test out our assumptions. So I want to start actually playing games with the mechs we roll up and kind of see how our lance evolves and has to change. Our battalion has to change because of, battlefield attrition and going up against like the meta. I actually want to test our ideas out. So I'll probably find some opponents and we'll be playing them on live stream. Everybody who voted yes will be piloting the Irbies. Oh, Jesus. All right. Without further ado, let's start rolling up our Draconis mechs, okay? So we have let's see, 1, 2, 3 rolls on the light mech table. So this one is gonna be this big D10 is gonna be our hundreds place. This one's gonna be our tens place, and then this one's gonna be our ones place. Okay. Voted no for the trash can. And we are keeping urban mechs. All right, first roll for light mech. 511. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Yes. We dodged it by 1. We dodged the urban mech by 1. We get a Javelin 10N. Neremiah, I volunteer for Irby riding. No nuts, go Galaxy. None of you are ever going to be rich. I've won Solaris 7 in an urban mech. Rigged. We dodged it. 511. All right. Javelin 10N is not bad. I think we might refit it to an F for the campaign, but yeah. Thank you for the super chat. All right. I call BS. You saw it live, baby. You saw it live. We dodged it by 1. All right. Time to dodge the urban mech again. Oh, that one was out of the box. So was 8. Oh, this one is cocked as well. I guess this box isn't so great. So it's going to be 982. 982. Oh, nice. We get a Jenner D. Jenner D. I think I'd probably refit this to the F for the endurance and the defense, but yeah. The Jenner is the best. Yeah, we get a premier Jenner. Nice. And then our last light mech is going to be 585. 580. Ugh. 585 is a Spider 5D. 5V. Okay. Spiders. That's okay. It's okay. All right. Now we're gonna do our one medium. Our one medium mech. Too bad it's not a far. Dibs on the spider. 746. 746. 746. Okay. We have a Dervish 6M. Not bad. Not bad. Not the best mech in my opinion, but not the worst. And then we get our 3 heavies. Now, you can see here that the dragon is really popular on this table. But it's not the mech that I want. Spiders are at least useful for scouting. Yeah, I guess it's okay. Okay. So, 3 heavy mechs. 188. Okay, we got a dragon. We got another dragon 1N. 1N. Not bad, but it's to be expected. It's like a 20% chance, 20-something% chance to roll a dragon. Second heavy mech. Please don't be a dragon. 258. Oh god. We have 3 dragons. Please. 258. Let me double check. Yeah, it's 258. Oh god, it's all dragons. Welcome to the Draconis Combine. Welcome to the Sword of Light. Why? I swear to God, if it's another dragon and then we roll a charger. Can you imagine? All right. Third heavy mech. Here we go. All right. I think we're out of dragon territory. 545. Okay. All right. 545 is an Ostal. Okay. I thought we got a quick draw for a second. Ostal 4D. We can get with the Ostal 4D. I think the Ostal is coming out in the Mercenary Kickstarter too, right? Osmech! Glory to the Draconis Combine and all hail the mighty dragon! Okay. And now we roll our 1 assault mech in the company. We can see here, Commander, there is a 20% chance to roll a charger. And a decent chance to roll a banshee, too. Oh, Jesus. All right, here we go. Assault mech roll. Assault mech roll. 346. 346. We get a Victor. Oh, no. 346 is a longbow. Longbow. 346 is a longbow. Longbow. 0W. Not bad. Even better. Oh, no charger. Not the worst assault mech to bring. I think we dodged a couple of bullets here. I mean, I would like the awesome, obviously, but, you know, the Cyclops, I think, they're pretty bad. I think the King Crab's pretty bad. Atlas, I think, is pretty bad for a mercenary company. I think we dodged a bullet here by getting a longbow. It's actually a pretty good pick. I wouldn't mind the charger, honestly. We might just buy one just for funsies. Yeah. Long range fire support. Time to make it rain. Pretty mobile. Yeah. Okay. That's cool. So I think we will move on. We will move on to the Magistracy table. Here's the Mercenary Periphery General. Oh yeah, here's the Magistracy of Canopus table. So cool. They have the whole Magistracy table. Stalker would have been perfect. Can't go wrong with King of the Meat Castle. Longbows are great at putting warheads on foreheads. Dervish is good for that light lance with a longbow. Spotter can spot. Yeah, maybe. I think we'll probably have to build a lance around the longbow. So we're probably having at least one indirect fire lance built around the longbow somehow. I see that grid square? I don't. Please review it for me. All right. So we'll start again with our Magistracy mechs. We'll start from light and go to medium here. So we have one light. Oh no, we have two lights. Two light Magistracy mechs. Here's the first roll. 188. Stinger 3R. Not my favorite mech in the world, but it's not bad. It's not bad. 3 dragons, 1 Ostal. All right, and the second light mech. Ooh. 81. Ah, it's another Stinger. Okay. I thought for a second we got Merc salvage. Stinger's a good workhorse. It's not the worst, I think. I think it's not. I don't think it's great. I don't love the Stinger, but I don't think it's bad. Boo, 2 bug mechs. All right, and now we roll our medium mech. Medium mech here. There is a 0.5% chance for Merc salvage, which might be neat. 95. A Vulcan 2T. Okay. You know, I was thinking about the Vulcan. I don't actually mind the Vulcan. I think the Vulcan's actually probably hidden OP. I think the Vulcan's a hidden OP because you can refit it to the Vulcan 5T. Definitely lore friendly. Yeah. And our last heavy mech, our Magistracy heavy mech. See here. Vulcan has your anti-infantry covered. Yeah, I think I probably want to refit it to the 5T. I don't know if I'd take the 2T, but we can refit things as mercs, right? AC2 thing. AC2 is the only... Gotta strip that AC2 out of the Vulcan. Yeah, I think we gotta make space somehow. And I think the 5T is probably the way to go. All right. So, heavy mech, Magistracy of Canopus. 275. 275. Ostal. Huh. So we have 2 Ostals. 275 is an Ostal 4D. Oops. Ostal 4D. Okay. That was pretty cool. Ostal bros, yeah. Ostals are good mechs. Yeah, they're pretty. I think they're pretty good. So let's go back into our spreadsheet here and enter that information. So these are the mechs that we don't have a choice. We just have to make them work. We just have to make them work. So we have. Whoops. We have a first mech is a Jenner, D. Oops, just the D. Javelin, 10N. We have a Spider, 5V. We have a Dervish, 6M. We have a Dragon 1N, and we have an Ostal 4D, and a Longbow 0W, and then we have a Stinger 3R, a Stinger 3R, Vulcan 2T, and another Ostal 4D. Not bad picks, I don't think. Let's one dragon away from a lance of them. Oh, not bad picks, I don't think. Let's try and reorganize this just a little bit. We'll make another column left. We'll call this company. We'll call this Alpha A company, and then we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll make another space 5, 6, 7, 8, and make another space 9, 10, 11, 12. Bold this. We'll put this here. Wait, do we have more mechs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What the heck? Jenner, Javelin, Spider. Oh, that's why. It's over whatchamacalled. And then we'll copy this over B company and C company. B company. And C company. Okay. I think it makes sense for us to group our dragons together if we it also makes sense to group our stingers together and our Ostals together as well. If we're thinking about Recon Lance, I'm going to refit the Vulcan over to a 5T, and then these are both going to go 696. I don't really know what to do with the Spider. I mean, this is a lance right here already, right? Stinger, Vulcan, Javelin. We have a Premier. We have like 2 really good light mechs. The Spider, I guess, is really good at moving. We have a Treb that I'm not sure what to do with. We have a Dervish we don't really know what to do with. And a Longbow. Name the Spider Parker. Have the dragons protect the Longbow and the Dervish. I think so. The Longbow moves at 4-6 or 3-5. I'm not sure which variant we got. But we definitely want to build a cavalry lance out with these dragons. And then we have like two cavalry lances already, right? The Ossos are cav. Interesting. Okay, I could get with this. These are the mechs we're gonna just use to make it. We're gonna make this work. So what's next? Oh yeah, all right. So the next thing I wanted to do is, I wanted to take a look at sample mercenary companies as sort of research. And so this is what I want to look at. So I want to look at a couple companies. This is Black Widow Company, right? And I want to look at how they're organized. So they have a recon lance here, 2 stingers, a Phoenix Hawk, and a rifleman. Oddly enough, I'm pretty sure the rifleman would probably be attached at the command level. They probably wouldn't send it out. I can't see them sending it out on actual recon missions. It's probably like, I don't know, backup or something. They have a fire lance, 2 archers supported by a wasp and a stinger. So these are obviously like the 2 spotters. Oh, the longbow is 4.6. Nice. Wood dragons and Ostall in the heavy lance. Bunker has the right idea. Longbow, trebuchet, dervish, spire is a fire lance. Things to think about. Anyway, so they have so they have this recon lance with the Phoenix Hawks and 2 stingers. They're spotting for 2 archers, and then their command lances, their heavy guns, right? They have a Warhammer, Marauder, so they are running quad PPCs. Then they have a Crusader for fire support, and then a Griffin as either a spotter or kind of like their maneuver mech. Black Widow was printed before 3025 came out, so the mech choices are much more limited. Yeah. So this is kind of like a sample of what 3025 Mercenary Company looks like, the famous Black Widows. Second example here, we're looking at Grey Death Legion here. So I just pulled, I guess I pulled like a couple companies. So these are combined arms units. They have a battle mech battalion. First company was a command lance, fire lance, and a recon lance. So it's similar to Black Widow Company, where they have their recon, a command, and then a fire lance. Second company was a command lance, a fire lance, and a light lance. The second battle mech battalion had a command lance, an attack lance, and a recon lance. I'm not sure what attack lance is, but it's probably like heavies, right? I'm assuming, or maybe it's heavy cav. Command lance, heavy lance, combat lance. Name one of the stingers Rumblebee. And then the Kellhounds, these guys have entire regiments, but I think this gives us a clue as to how to organize our companies here. So Scout, Fire Support, Heavy Assault, Scout, Fire Support, Heavy Assault, and then they have, because they have regiments, they're able to specialize their third companies. So this is an all urban lance, right? Urban Scout, Urban Fire Support, Urban Assault. Then their battalion, for their second battalion, they have these guys specialize in amphibious warfare, but it's Scout, Fire, Heavy, Scout, Fire, Heavy, and then Heavy, Scout, Strike, Assault. And then the third battle mech battalion, Jungle Ops, and then these guys are Scout, Strike, Assault. So I think if we're thinking about these guys here, maybe our first unit is always Scout. Obviously, yeah. And then then if we put a row above, these are like our HQ units, right? If we're looking at the pattern here, right, there's always the command lances, like their heavy guns. All these guys are bringing their heavy guns in their command lances, and there's always a command lance per company, right? Oh, I guess not these guys. I don't know how these guys are transporting anything, because these guys are like 4. So they must have some kind of different organization, because this is a company of 40 battle mechs. But these should be our HQ, HQ, and HQ. We'll just say company HQ, and then this is company HQ, and then this should be battalion HQ. I guess we reverse this. And then for our middle companies, I think those will be like either battle companies or heavy cav. Or we could just say this is like scout cavalry. I'm just trying to sketch this out so that we, as we move forward, we kind of get an idea of what we like, how we want to go about doing things. What do you think about making our middle companies battle line companies? It's a big red raid. Are we getting raided by Big Red? Seems like a lot of commands and scouts than a special. I feel like I should roll for all our mechs. I think we should. I think I like rolling, but I think I want to save. I want to be able to make some purchases. So let's say, okay, obviously, like this is, we have it here, and then this is somewhere here. So I think we pretty much have. This also has to be a cavalry unit. I guess this is pure scout, if that's the case. Makes sense to have the middle companies to be battle line. Yeah, I think so. What do you guys think? Middle. Oops. We'll ask. Middle companies. Should the middle companies be battle line or should it be cavalry? Middle lances. Battle line or more cavalry. I think we want at least like a couple of, I don't know. I guess our company HQs could also be like battle line or fire support. It looks like we just have to have another cavalry unit because our Treb and Dervish are fast. These could also be pulled into spotters for like fire support. So like we could do something like this. Maybe company HQ would be like fire support. Fire support. So we could build like a missile company. Ideally, I think the position 1 ones would be command lance. I think we want the command mech quirk on our company HQs for sure. Quirk. Real military tactical is find, fix, and flank. This translates to scout, suppression, and then a finisher. Suppress is the fire lance, and flank or finish would be the assault. Battle line. Some people say cavalry. It's a little split. I think we definitely need at least a few battle line. We'll say battle line. I think we probably, as a company, we need at least 2 battle line at the very minimum. And then, I mean, we could make our company HQs like battle line. We could make them. I think at least the company HQs are either going to be either battle line or like direct fire. We should have a fast lance for blitz attacks. Yeah, I think we should. I think we want some kind of like, we'll call this heavy cavalry. We want some just heavy cavalry mechs. I think what I'd want to do is pull. Man, this is hard. Like, we have a lot of light mechs that I don't necessarily want. Slow mediums are battle line. Faster ones for cavalry. Yeah, we could use some of these. We could like we could push some of these stingers to like spot in the spotter role, like we did for this one. Yeah. We have 1, 2, 3 cavalry units, or 3 scout cavalry units. 3 cavalry, 3 battle line, and 3 company HQ. Maybe we have some like urban warfare. Let's see, urban. Like a specialist formation. Urban. A lot of lights I don't really even want. Welcome to the slime, my misters. Welcome to the Merc life. Dragon Lance would fit heavy cavalry lance pretty well. Yeah, it would. I think it would be okay. I might want to have like some premium. Like we might want like a premium heavy cavalry lance, like Wolverines and Griffins and stuff. Middle lance depends on composition, mostly speed. Like, I'm trying to see, like, what the very minimum number of scouts we can have. Like, maybe this is just dedicated scout. Scout dedicated. I don't know. Scout. Okay. Okay, it's looking like the vote is for battle line. Welcome to the slime, Auto 2023. Moments before sliming all over chat. Battle line. Papercut says battle line, fire support, and cavalry scout. Yeah, we want some kind of. Okay, I think this is a decent idea. All right, let's move on to the next thing, which is what I want to do. I want to go through all these mechs because we're gonna roll up. We're gonna buy some mechs later on. So what I want to do is I want to go through all the mechs and rate them. And you can come along with me if you have that rats table book. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go through all the mechs in the rats table. Let me get you the page. It's going to be page 96. Page 96 of the rats table. We'll switch the camera. Page 96 of the rats table is this. And then we're just going to rate every mech on this list and just see. And I've split it up into a couple different categories, right? I've split it up into, rarity, so we can kind of see whether it's common or not common. Role, right? I think we went over in the last live stream. There's a couple different roles, so if we want them into the body, if this is a bodyguard mech or a hybrid mech or a line breaker or a scout, and then I have some. I have a rating here, so this is not a tier list. This is kind of like sort of like a tier list, but if we're gonna avoid this mech completely, if it's like we'll pick it as a last resort, we're not really interested. If it's experimental, if I don't really have an opinion or you don't have a really opinion, we want to kind of test out one. If we want to make this a core choice of our company, or we want to kind of get a lot of them, or we think this is God tier. Can you quickly define what you mean by roles? Sure. So scouts are like dedicated scouts, right? They're going to go out and find things. They're not really good at fighting. Cavalry are typically multi-role mechs, so they can fight as well as flank. So they're, kind of heavy cavalry if you think about it in medieval terms. Battle line is gonna be kind of like your frontline soldiers, kind of like your shield wall / your pikemen, like the guys that are kind of going out there and trading hits. Behind those guys are gonna sit the ranged mechs, so your archers. You think about like archers or cannons in medieval warfare, and then your bodyguards are the ones that are protecting against the cavalry and helping the battle line in a fight. Your line breakers are really more of a specialized role. They're pushing forward and just brute forcing their way into the battle line. And then hybrids are some kind of combination of scout of one of these roles, which kind of adds some additional flexibility. Yeah, and then we're gonna write our notes here. So let's see. Let me see if I can change the view to to Mega Mech. Then that'd be a little bit easier for us to look at here. Rat stable, Mega Mech lab. Window capture. Oh yeah, that's it. Okay, window capture. Let's see if I can get Mega Mech lab up. Mega Mech lab. Okay, and let me just load a mech and see if I can get it. Here we go. Okay, let me make this bigger. So we'll go through each of the mechs. If you have Mega Mech, you can kind of follow along with me. If not, then I'll just load it here and we can look at the UI like this, and then we'll come out at the end with a rating. What is the Discord link so I can join that one? Sure. The Discord link, let me get that for you. Ba 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 da ba da ba da. Oh, uh-oh. I revealed myself as a Mume enjoyer. Let me find it for you. The Discord link. The Discord link. But yeah, the Discord link's gonna have it if you want to come and hang out with me, get some stream alerts, just chill, discuss some things. I think we're gonna also have our battalion lore there. Let me see here. Content, no, it is about, I think, about customization. Yeah, customization, basic info, get the Discord link. I'll pin this for us here. How many will you roll and how many will you outright buy? I think from now on it's gonna be just buying. So we'll roll 12 random mechs, and then we will build the rest of our company with and just deal with the ones we have in mind, or the ones that we rolled. Excuse me. Window capture. We'll make this slightly bigger. Okay. So the first mech on the list is the Archer. The Archer 2R. Archer 2R has 2 LRM-20s. 4 tons of ammo, so that's 12 shots, 2 rear medium lasers and 2 medium lasers on the arms. Now, what are our thoughts here? What are our thoughts here, chat? Will this table end up being posted on Discord? And if so, is there an open Google Doc for rats tables? There should be. You'd have to get the rats tables by yourself, but I suppose I can drop this on the Discord once we're done with it as sort of bonus material. So this is a range mech. Obviously, it is a rarity. It is rarity 8, so it's actually common, 1 per binary. That's a clan term, but oh well. I think this is very good. It has the command mech quirk. Let me just look at the quirks here. It has the command mech quirk, and it has battle fists, stable, and is ubiquitous. So ubiquitous means that it's easy to find all throughout the inner sphere, which makes resupply very easy. Rear lasers on a fire support. Literal perfection. 2R is great. Rear facing medial lasers are for real men. They won you games. Dang. There is a link to the resources. Yeah, there's links to resources in the Discord if you wanna grab them. I only see 2RB. Okay. I think when I look at it, here, I mean, obviously it's a fire support mech, right? I think it's very good. I think I would rate it. I don't think it's as much as possible, but but I think it's very good as a command mech. So I think we want a lot of them. I think it's between like a 3 and a 4. I think I would make it a core choice. Now there are some variants here. The Archer 2R. Oh, maybe we can just look at it from the TRO. Okay, 2W is the Wolfhounds. Wolf Dragoons one. This one has SRMs and LRM-20s, but has only 160 armor. And I think because we're thinking about logistics and we're thinking about survivability, I don't like it. 4.6. I think 4.6 is like standard battle line speed, right? It's like, yeah. I think it should be fine. I think I would avoid the Wolfhound version just because it has such low armor. 2S, 2.8 armor, that's good. LRM 15s and SRMs 4s. It means it packs another 2 tons of armor in the torsos, which makes it more vulnerable to crits. It also reduces the amount of damage you can do at long range. I don't know. I think I also would avoid this. I think because we're playing in lance compositions, I think the 2S doesn't need, like, our Archer probably doesn't need backup. I think this is also an avoid. And then the 2K, I think the 2K is interesting. This is a Karitan variant, 176 armor, so a little lower, but not as low as the 2W. LRM 15s and large lasers. See, if it was LRM 20s and large lasers, they would go very well together, because the LRM 20 does 12 damage on average and the large laser does 8, which means you trigger a knockdown check. LRM 15 is more efficient. The arms don't help. Or the SRMs don't help. You could downgrade the 20s to 15s, keep the SRMs, and use the weight saved to change it to armor. Okay. I think it might be, I don't know, this might be worth experimenting with, like the 2K. I don't know if I would take it as a core mech. I think maybe experiment. I don't know. Might want to experiment with, I'd say. Might want to experiment with. I used the harebrained scheme with an Archer and it worked very well. I think the Archer is a good mech. Undoubtedly very good. I don't know if I would use the 2K. I think the original 2R is probably the way to go here. You do get extra ammo for campaign stuff, like multiple missions, but it's untested. I think untested. It might be worth testing later, but I think for stability purposes, yeah, I think for stability purposes, we probably want to go with the Archer 2R. Next mech up is the Awesome. I think you already know what I'm gonna say. The Awesome is a pretty much an S tier mech, I would say. The 8Q. Rarity for mercenaries is quite good. It is an 8, so also common. This is a range mech, and yeah, I'm gonna say god tier. Pretty much very, very hard to go wrong with the Awesome 8Q. Awesome is the best god tier. Delete everything with an alpha strike. I mean, do we really need to go through the variants? 6V, you have LRMs, which is not great. I mean, this one, the 8T, LRMs and large lasers, 8R, large lasers, 2 LRM 15s. I think I'm just gonna pass on all of them. 8V, 8T, 8R. I'm gonna pass this. That awesome is great. Let's look at the Banshee. Next mech on the list is the Banshee 3E. 3E. Now, the introduction year. So, Banshee 3E is pretty bad. AC 5 PPC on an assault mech that goes 4/6, 240 armor, which is decent, and a small laser. I think this is just bad. Just all around bad. Now, the 3M gets introduced in 2579. That gives us 2 PPCs, 2 medium lasers, 240 armor. This isn't bad. This isn't terrible. Not as good as the awesome, obviously. The 3MC. Also a pop gun. Terrible. 3Q. Just an AC-20 and a small laser, which means it's a bad hunchback. It's worse than the hunchback. 3S rules. All right, let's look at the 3S. Introduced in 3026, the 3S has 3-5 movement and is a juggernaut, so it's a line breaker. It has 2 PPCs, wow. An AC-10, an SRM-6, 4 medium lasers, 2 small lasers, and more than enough ammunition. This is the first time I'm looking at the Banshee, actually. Like, I've heard it was good, but... Solid armor, center torso 40 armor, right torso 30. Wow. So you want multiples of 5 for armor because you're blocking combinations. So you're blocking 6 hits with medium lasers is a way to look at it, or 3 hits from PPCs. Because if you had like, let's say 29 armor, it would be worse because the 6 hit would penetrate into structure and start giving you crits. 3S or nothing. Which page on the rat? It is page 96. Page 96. 3S is your favorite Intratech assault. 4/6 to 3/5. Yeah. Dang. Okay, I'm gonna rate the Banshee 3E. I think I wanna. The 3E is just terrible, right? 3E, we're just gonna completely pass on it. The 3M, I think, is okay. I would still avoid it, though. Like, if I had to take it, I would. The 3S, kind of insane. Kind of insane. 3S, God tier. I mean, yeah. Okay, let's rate it. Let's not get too crazy. Let's say high key. Let's rate it a 4. High. High key function. I mean, this is definitely like a badass body, like line mech. Because even if it goes 3/5, I don't really need a like line break with it, right? I can just like PPC AC-10. I get into brawl range and I start just deleting things with SRM-6. It has the pierce crit. It has 3 piercing weapons and 1 crit weapon. Like, what's not to like? Heat sinks. Okay, maybe it drops it in close combat. You swap to the AC-10, the PPC, so that's 17 heat. Then you fire off your medium lasers. Like there's some heat. It can't fire everything, but that's kind of like par for the course with the Secession War stuff. Yeah, you don't fire this arm. Oh man, it has the right arm open. Bad reputation, so it's bad to sell. Doesn't matter. Rugged, which means it's good to. All right, yeah, we're definitely taking the Banshee here. Like, if possible, buy one. I think this is good. This definitely looks like a good mech. A tier. Yeah, definitely A or S tier. For sure. Okay, next one is the Battlemaster. This is a line mech. This one is Battle Line. Battlemaster has a rarity of 4, so it's a rare mech, 1 per battalion. We can still rate it. Battlemaster. Now, I'm actually not a fan of the Battlemaster. The original variant is the 1G. It's like the Banshee. It moves a little faster at 4.6, good armor. Only one piercing weapon. It's got the pierce crit, but it has to kind of close, right? Whereas that Banshee is kind of more okay with the double PPCs. This Battlemaster is looking a little sparse on the long range one. It's a bit of odd luck. Now, it does have Command Mech, which is nice. Weak head armor of 1, which is not bad, but it's not the best. Oh, man. Because it only has 1 PPC, it's kind of like has an all-in nature, right? So you kind of have to get into brawl range, whereas the Banshee we looked at before can kind of sit back. And then it has some arm problems, right? It has like machine gun ammo, which it can't use, so it just needs to eject that right away. It has PPCs with and a PPC in the arm, which means it has to choose between shooting the PPC or mailing, which I guess isn't terrible. But I still think the Battlemaster 1S, the 1G. I think I'm gonna pass. I think we should pass on the 1G, just because the 3S is out there. Battlemaster is higher than the Banshee. It's what the Banshee wanted to be. The Banshee would be a good command line mech. I think so. I think my only problem with it is that it has 1 PPC. I think I would pass. Like, especially if the Banshee's and all, like, between the Banshee and the Battlemaster, really we're taking the Banshee, right? We also need to consider cost. We can't buy all of expensive mechs. Correct. Let's take a look if there's any other good variants here. LRM, SRM2. No, this is bad. No piercing weapon on this guy. 1D. It's kind of cut down, right? PPC, medium lasers, no SRM. We still passed. What is this? Battle Axe? Okay, so that's the Battlemaster 1G. I'm going to give it a low. Next mech is interesting. It's a Blackjack. Let me show you. Now, the Blackjack by itself, the BJ1, is uninteresting. Right? It's got an AC2. What's it going to do? It's going to do 2 damage to you. This is totally bad. 464. What's really interesting though is the BJ1 DB. This guy's got 2 large lasers and a 464 movement, which means we can put it in the bodyguard position. I think we can put it in the bodyguard position. I'm not sold on it yet, but I think it has potential with the large lasers. That's what I really like about it. 17 heat sinks, so it can walk and shoot the large lasers or stay still and use the large lasers without a problem. And then 2 backup. The only thing that makes it kind of a bad guard is it's lower armor, right? Much lower, I believe, significantly lower than Centurion. And then it doesn't have arms to fight with. But I think it's fine as an experimental unit. Like if we got the opportunity to use a Blackjack, I wouldn't say no. So I'll rate the Blackjack the 1 as a fail, but the 1 DB, I think. So the 1 we're just going to totally avoid. And then we'll rate the 1 DB as an experimental, something that I want to test. The DB is your go-to, yeah. The Blackjack, GM's okayest product. Blackjack is relatively common, so a good pick from a maintenance standpoint. Yeah, I think so. It actually has just a bad reputation quirk. I think it's pretty common on the tables, but it's not ubiquitous. It's not terrible. That's not a bad thing. It's not a good thing either. I think what interests me the most about the DB is a double large laser bodyguard mech. Take a look at the DC, also AC2, so we're gonna pass. The X. 5.8, 4 flamers, 4 medium lasers. Interesting. I think I would pass here. As a striker, 5.8 striker with flamers, 136 armor. Okay. We'll say the 1X. Well, we'll say the 1x is probably like a lower last resort. Soft spot for the BJ1. Yeah. Let me see something. Okay. Next mech would be, where's my table? Next mech is Centurion. Centurion A. I really like this mech because of the Thunderbolt. It pairs really well with the Thunderbolt and the Orion. I think if we have the opportunity to take this mech, we certainly should, without question. Just because it's such a good guard. I don't think we take all of it. Oops. I don't think we take everything. Like every time it's available. Oh yikes! It's like wigging out. But I think it's not bad. Oh my god, why is this? Okay, let me see if we can get a Sarna. No, I can't show you Sarna because it shows ads. Okay, how about we flip over to... We flip over to... We flip over this one. Hide this. And we'll go over here and we will make this window capture. Unlock the window capture and make this smaller. And we'll sit in here. Okay, this will work. I'll be right back. Let me take care of something. I'll be right back. Oops. Okay. Thank you. I was saying the Centurion mech is the Centurion mech is a bodyguard mech, so we're really more using it as we're using it as a guard, not a cavalry mech like we would the Shadowhawk. Although we could pull the Shadowhawk into bodyguard duty, I don't think it's as good as it's not as good as the Shadowhawk in that role. We'll just use this color. Okay. That is a little offensive, actually. I want to change this up again. Sorry, hang on. One moment, Commander, while I unmess up the stream. We'll just use this. What do I use? Blue, purple. Let's use this light blue. It's fine. Okay. But we're using the Centurion in the guard role. At 50 tons, you have the Centurion and Hunchback. That is very true. I think the Hunchback's probably undeniably so powerful that we probably want another Hunchback in there. But let's keep going through them here. Next mech up is the Champion, but that's rare. Cicada, that's too rare. Crab, that's too rare. The Crusader 3R. 3R. Crusader 3R is a hybrid mech with very common. It's a hybrid missile boat brawler. It has 2 LRM-15s, 2 medium lasers in the arms, 2 SRM-6s on the legs, and 2 medium lasers on the arms. I think this is a pretty low, just because it has like way too much difficult to use. Difficult to use ammo vulnerability. I mean, it's definitely, if we have it, if as a last resort, I'd play it, but I think I would not want to. Yeah, poorly crit packed. Yeah, just very risky. A risky mech. Let me look if there's any worthwhile variants of the Crusader. All right. We have the Crusader 3R, which is the original. We have the Crusader 3L. LRM-10's really not a fan. 464. Even if it has 464, I think the L, not great. Just because it has the 10s instead of the 15s. Same thing with the 3K, 10s instead of 15s. The D drops the SRM4s, but it still has CT ammo location. Yeah, I think the 3L is a pass. 3L is a pass. The 3K is a total pass, and the 3D I would say is we're totally avoiding these mechs, and then the 3D is also I'd take it as a last resort, but I'm not interested in it. Outclassed by the Archer. Yep, 100% outclassed. Hippity hoppity, there goes my ammo explosion in my CT. Although ammo dependence is an issue. Yeah, just pretty flawed. I would say pretty flawed. Okay, the Dervish. A rare mech. Okay, okay, I guess we'll do 4s. So Dervish. The Dervish. Let me load that up. I'm pretty sure that's another hybrid. Oh, there's only one Dervish. Okay, it's the 6M. It's a hybrid mech. Oh, never mind. It's a cavalry mech. Cavalry mech. It's 585 cavalry with the LRMs, so you're kind of like playing the range brackets with that LRMs and the medium lasers and SRM2s. Ammo locations are in the arms and the torsos, but it's got 4 locations. It's pretty scary. 10 armor in the arms, too. Yikes. I don't actually like this. Even though it has 5/8/5 movement, the fact that it has 10 ammo on the arm, 10 armor on the arms, and it has ammo here, and then the left torso, 15. I think I think we pass here. 6M. I think we just I don't think I would even take it as a mech. I think I would it's just safer for us to avoid it entirely. There are better picks. There are better choices. Dervish is rare. Yeah, for mercenaries, the Dervish is rated as a 4, one per battalion. Poor man's archer, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm avoiding the Dervish. It's just too much ammo. Too risky. Not on a campaign. Now we have the dragon, our favorite. We really need to sell the dragon. Dragon, 1N, 1G. Okay, now we have 4 of this mech, and 3 of this mech. Dragon 1N is very similar to the Shadowhawk, right? It's a 60-ton mech, so only 5 tons heavier, AC 5, LRM 10 instead of LRM 5, no SRM. 1 medium laser in the front and 1 medium laser in the rear, which is really sad. I think it would have been much improved if it had a another forward-facing medium laser. 4 tons of ammo, all in the torsos. Armor is okay, not great. I think it does have narrow low profile, which is really good. I totally forgot about that. So it's a lot better, and it has stable, which means it's better in melee. Not my first choice. Not my first choice. Let's look at the rarity. The dragon is rarity 5. Rarity 5. Uncommon, 1 in 28. This is a cavalry mech. 1N. I mean, not my favorite. Not my favorite mech to have, I don't think. Just because of the low firepower, you have to get it into melee. Yeah. 1C has an AC 2. Oh, yikes. Okay. 1C is avoid entirely. We're never taking this. And then the 1G, I think, is a saving grace. So the 1G, it's called the Grand. This is a precursor mech to the actual 1G. But this fixes a lot of problems, I think. It upgrades the AC5 to a PPC and has 2 medium lasers, 160 armor, which is the same, narrow low profile, extended torso twist on the dragon as well. Oh no, just the regular. Yeah, this mech I think I can get with. I think if we run Grand Dragons, I would. This is kind of hybrid, I would say, because it's a 5/8 mover with a PPC and an LRM-10. This is more hybrid. I'd say I classify as hybrid like ranged cavalry. This mech I can get with. I wouldn't be happy to have it. I've not put a lot of games on it, but I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Where did we get rarity info? Sarna has the Zetal Rats table. Hey, Ketiana. Welcome, welcome. The dragon is decent. Yeah. Canonically, the commander is a Canopian cat girl. If you join the Discord, there should be a link out to it. I think this is okay. I think I'd set it probably between. I wouldn't want to make it a core choice. But this is experimental. I haven't put enough games. I think it has potential, certainly. Certainly has potential. And luckily, this is a 30-24 mech. Crusader gets poor marks. Yeah. Yep. Okay. I think that's my opinion on the dragon here. Now, This is a mech. This is a mech that I think is going to be key. So let's look at the Firestarter variants. The Firestarter is kind of a dedicated anti-infantry mech. The original one, or like the most common one, I think, is the H variant. 696 mover, which means it moves as a scout. This one's a little lightly armed. Only 2 medium lasers. But take a look at the A. The A mech has 2 medium lasers and 2 small lasers, which makes it a striker, but it has 3 flamers, which gives it still maintains its anti-infantry ability. It just needs to get a little closer. The most interesting one, I think, is the M, the Mirage, which pulls it into like a dedicated kind of striker role. No flamers, but max armor. I think and typically these are run they're distributed, I believe, at the battalion level, distributed to battalion, to 2 battalions. I actually wouldn't mind having a bunch of these. I wouldn't take the H variant, though. I think I still stand behind taking the A. So Firestarter H is a 7 rarity, common. It is it's more of a scout. I mean, more of a specialist, I guess. Scout utility. So you're taking this for anti-infantry. I don't think the H is where it's at. I think I would change it over to the A. The Mirage. I think the Mirage. I think it's also pretty low because you're taking the Firestarter for the anti-infantry, not for the striking power. One of the best light mech anti-infantries, can shut down mechs that run hot. Yeah. It's a little funky. It's a little funkier in the tabletop version of the game. Because the flamers have to choose between damage or heat. But yeah, I would say. All right, next mech on the list, Grasshopper. Ooh. Grasshopper is 6 rarity, uncommon. It is a hybrid cavalry battle line. Grasshopper, I think, is high priority. Just off the bat, the H and the N. So the N has 5 medium lasers and a PPC, which is an all energy build, and the H has a large laser in the CT and an LRM in the head. I think See, I don't know about combined arms. I know that the LRM is an ammo risk, but you do get 2 hits on you get 2 tries, right? If you run the 5H, you get 2 hits. You get 2 weapons at long to help with combined arms, but the 5N is more dedicated. Let me just ask you guys. Do you prefer the 5? Do we like the 5N here or the 5H here? Grasshopper. 5N, which is PPC plus 5 medium lasers. Or do we like the 5H, which has large laser, LRM 5, and 4 medium lasers? If we get one, would you prefer the PPC one, or would you prefer the? Do you think it'd be better to run it as let's see. Let's put it to a vote. Great mech, downgrade the PPC to a large laser for face tank. Ammo bad. Ammo bad. Slime hates some Crusader, it seems. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Crusader just because it has not on a campaign. It's so risky. Wow, we are 50-50 on this. 50-50 on this one, guys. Okay. 5H, but switch to an SRM. True. Unfortunately, if we're playing against other people, we probably want to take the lore mechs. Oh, we're only doing 30-25. I think we're gonna start the campaign in 30-25 or thereabouts. 50-50. Okay, interesting. Does someone want to vote and swing it? Perhaps. I'm on the fence. I've not really fought too much combined arms, so if to be safe, we might consider just taking the 5H. But I don't think the 5 obviously mech on mech, you take the 5N every time. But I could see myself going for the 5H. If you're worried, switch the MGs to large laser and save. Use a save weight for armor. Oh yeah, but I don't think there's a lore Crusader build there. I wouldn't do customs because then my opponent would have to do customs and it just gets weird from there. Oh! Lol! 30-40. Sorry, thank you. Thank you for mentioning that. Alright, I guess we're doing the 5H. Sorry. Alright, 5H. I think this is God tier. We take as many as possible. I mean, there's no reason not to take them. There's no reason not to take the 5H here. I'll take as many. I mean, it's hard to go wrong with the cavalry battle line mech, like a heavy raider, like the Grasshopper. I think so. I think that's the way to go. Are you doing this build for lore or competitive? I want to do this for lore. I think competitive, like doing a tournament Battletech would be. It'd be interesting to try once or twice, but I think uninteresting. Just because I want to experiment. I want to experience the narrative. So I want to put myself in actually into the Battletech universe. All right, here's a weird mech. Well, I say weird mech, but it's definitely a very popular mech, and I think it's one of the best mechs to have if you're a lone mercenary. It's probably the best lone mercenary mech, but I think it's questionable with for a mercenary company, and this is the Griffin 1N. This is a hybrid cavalry missile range, cavalry range mech, right? PPC LRM 10. Really good armoring, really good speed. I just don't know. I need your opinion on this. Now the 1S, I think is just actually I don't know. 1S. I think the 1N and the 1S should. It's for me. It's experimental, but how many do you think we should take? Like, I think it's worth taking at least a couple. The 1S is better. Let me check the year just to be sure. Okay, we're okay with the year. All right. So, do we make the Griffin? I'm not like I don't. Okay. I don't know if I want to go high. All right, let's put it to a vote. Let's put it to priority of Griffin. We'll say the 1N. We'll say priority 4 high. Priority 3 core. Or do you want it just like 2 experimental? Just 1 to test. Core is like maybe like 2 to 3, and then high is like buy them all. I actually don't know the answer to this because I haven't looked too deep or played too many games. On paper, I think it's good. I just don't know. Like, I just don't know how well it's gonna turn out. But we'll put it to a vote. 1S has more firepower. Aren't Grand Dragons outside the time period? Grand Dragons. The 1G is 3024. So if we start our campaign in 3026, let's say, I think it should be fine. Because then we also get the we also get to play with the Banshee too. We'll give it a little bit more, and then we'll take a look at the Griffin 1S. Looking like experimental. Okay. And then the second question is, do you guys prefer 1S or which is better? Which should we refit to? Do you guys want the Griffin 1S or the Griffin 1N? The 1S see, both have their merits. I think the 1S is probably more flexible, but the Griffin 1N is a little bit more like aggressive, I guess I would say. Like, you do have the PPC is really good, obviously, but it's harder to use. I think the 1S is a little bit more of a generalist. I could see it going either way. People liking the 1S, yeah. 1S is a good heavy scouter muscle, yeah. That I agree too. Like, the 1S just seems more stable, like a lot easier to understand and easier to use. And the 1N is just mean. I mean, don't get me wrong, the 1N is mean, but I think definitely the 1S is easier to use. Let's see. Someone said something about heat management. Oh, it has an LRM 5, not an LRM 10. Oh, okay, that changes things. Maybe I change. I could go either way. I mean, I think I can make either of them work. I thought the S had a 10. The S has a 5. Huh. Too spicy when it jumps. Throwing a PPC downrange once every 2 turns is not that good. The S has a more versatility. Can you only fire one every? It has 12 heat sinks. I guess you can't. Okay, you can't jump in PPC, but you can run in PPC. You can also you probably want to stay still. I think I would probably set up the Griffin in a sniper position, and then just fire at net 2. You just fire. You stay still, fire your PPC and LRM 10 at +2 heat, and then just rely on your armor. If you were jumping, yeah, you could just jump in. Well, you can actually jump and fire your PPC at almost heat neutral, right? So you can jump for 5 heat and then shoot the PPC for net 1, or you can just jump 4. I mean, that's not ideal. I think ideally you would just be sitting there and firing your PPC and LRM 10. Okay, people like the 1S better. Okay. 1S better. All right, we'll pop that up to I don't think we're going to make it a core choice. We might. Okay, let's make it just make it a core choice. This is commander's pick. Okay. Next mech on the list is the Hunchback. Oh, baby. I've been thinking about the Hunchback a lot. The 4G. I've been thinking about the Hunchback a lot. It is a 5 rarity, so uncommon. So we can probably get a couple. I think it's a hybrid. I think it's a hybrid bodyguard line breaker. I think it's a bodyguard line breaker. The drawback to the Hunchback is that it has only brawl weapons. So you really can only bring it in. You have to bring it into 6 hexes basically and start firing your AC-20 and medium lasers. That's like kind of where you want things. And then you don't mind getting into close combat because you're double battle fisting them and you have the AC-20. It's the only medium that has an AC-20, and it's really hard to get an AC-20 in any other mech. Like the only one that's coming to mind is the Thunderbolt. But it's such a big threat that no one's gonna want to walk up on you, and people are gonna not like it getting walked up on the having Hunchback walk up on them, even if it's a very specialist role. I think just the sheer threat of having an AC-20 on the board is really good. I don't think it's god tier. I don't think it's god tier because you'll gimp yourself by having to walk up every time, but it's either a 3 or a 4 to me. So, all right, let me ask you this. Do you think in a campaign, is the Hunchback a priority 3 or a priority 4? What do we want to use the Hunchback priority? I could go either way with it. 3 core choice. So we'll try and get like 2. And then 4 is like high priority. Like 4 of them. 4 mechs. I could see it going either way. I think the risk of having the risk of getting it wrong is we have to walk up every time, and it gets a little bloody. I think having it as a medium core choice is probably safe, like two of them just to have around. But also having too few Hunchbacks means that we'll struggle in brawl. So I don't know how many we should take. I actually don't know the answer. For a campaign, absolutely want one in my hangar at all times. Yeah, I think I agree with you. Now that I think about it, like, it's just so good. It's like it's not good. Like, I don't know. It's just so good that the AC-20 is just so good on a mech like that. It's just an undeniably huge threat. What are we thinking? It's a great urban mech. Novacat has PTSD. They are a 4. Hunchback is a one-trick pony unless you remove that big AC-20. Yeah, true. It is an AC-20. It is a one-trick pony. Like it only has I walk into brawl range and I pound you, but it's so good at it, and it's reasonably priced. It's like reasonably priced at 1K BV. Hunchback in open ground will suffer. Correct. Yeah, it is a hell of a one trick. Okay, people are saying core choice. 2 battle fists and an AC-20. Yeah, how could you go wrong in melee? Like, it's definitely something that we want. Definitely something that we want. At least 2 of, I think. Okay. Hunchbacks are good for hammering something. Yeah, you just pound away. How can you go wrong? Okay. We're not going to look at the other Hunchback variants. I mean, the other Hunchback variants are, okay. The 4SP, SRMs, the AC-10 medium lasers, the 4N, AC-5, 2 LRM-5s. Oof. I mean, the point of taking the Hunchback, to me, the point of taking the Hunchback is having that AC-20. Everything else is like balancing, more balancing things out, but you want the AC-20 for just the massive threat. Okay, Javelin. The Javi. Let's make all this 0.18, I think, is what I did. Yeah. Javelin. I think the 10N is a mistake. I think the 10F is okay. So this is actually a uncommon, a kind of rare mech. So this is a hybrid scout cavalry. I need to make all this 18 point. 1 second. 18. Okay. I think fire javelin all the way. Yeah, exactly. I think the 10N is loaded with SRM6s. I would avoid this. I think the 10F should probably be a core choice, though. This is the one with 4 medium lasers. It's very similar to the Jenner 10, the Jenner F. I like it. I think you would not be sad to have a javelin. Locust. We'll do, since this is so common, we'll do locust. We'll do the 1V. This is a pure scout mech. This is a very common scout mech. Okay. We have the 1V, we have the 1M, we have the 1E, we have the 1S, we have the 3V is an option. Holy moly. 3V is not looking bad. Actually not a bad choice. All right, 3V. All right. So I think the 1V as a scout, really low. I don't like the machine guns. The 1M, 2 LRM5s. Yeah, I mean, it's between a 0 and a 1. I'm not really interested. In fact, let's just put it a 0. I'm not really interested. The 1E. The 1E I'm very interested in. I think we can make the 1E a core choice. I think you only want to make it at the battalion level. and then only a few. Only like 2 to 4. I'd say, yeah, maybe 2 to 4. The problem with the Locust is it doesn't have enough bite. It doesn't have enough bite. It's very good logistically, but it doesn't have enough bite. Certainly at the regimental level, you probably want to be running a bunch of them, but especially at the company level where you have so few slots, you have 12 slots, it just doesn't make sense. Like, maybe at most a company might run like 2 of them, but I think they're only I would only really run them at the battalion level or higher. I want anti-infantry capability, but I choose not to have MGs. You are allowed to like bad mechs. Correct. You are allowed to like bad mechs. 1S. SRM2s, I'd say low prior. Where's the ammo on this thing? CT? Oh my god, and it has 6 armor on the... Okay, no. Get out of here, Locust 1S. Locust 1S has 48 armor. That is a no. The 3V, 56 armor. Okay. This is all... 3V... Oh, also 6 armor. Oh, yikes. What? The 1M has 16 armor. The 1M has 16 armor points? Excuse me? One armor on the leg. 1 armor on the arm. 2 armor on the leg. This is your favorite mech? What? So you have... Okay, I'm not making fun of you, but wow. It has 4 structure on the leg and 1 armor on the leg, which means the medium laser instantly blows off the leg. I think maybe, I mean, it has potential as like it can only kite, right? Like you're really praying that you just can kite out with your LRMs, and that's like kind of the gimmick. The 1VB. Ooh, dang. This is some Lost Tech stuff though. Endo, Steel, and Ferro. Yeah. Don't sneeze, yeah. Don't scratch the paint. If you gonna ask you to stop spamming, Mr. Thomas Robinson, but yes, I have heard you. The 1VB. Star League Royal? Oh, okay. I would say the V. The V's okay. It's not my favorite. I think. Yeah, it's not my favorite. Just because of the low armor. You get crit with a large laser, and that's kind of the point. To me, that's the point of taking the... Why you would want the 1V. Like, why you would want the Locust 1V and the 1E. So I think last resort. All right. Next mech. Longbow. Longbow 0W and the 7Q. Longbow 0W and 7Q. All right. Longbow. Oh no, we have the paper armor one. Okay. Longbow 0W, 144 armor, 50 LRMs, 7Qs, a 3/5 mover, 232 armor. We might need to refit that. Okay, I definitely would say, like, this is fine, and this is experimental. I just think that the low armor on the 0W is not worth the extra speed. You definitely want to go 7Q. Yeah. I think maybe I'll even bump them down a little bit too. Longbow is 7 popularity. And then there's 7Q is a 5 uncommon. Yeah. I think if anything, like it's definitely a refit to 7Q. For sure. Longbow shouldn't be in a firefight. Give it a bodyguard. Yep, for sure. We already have one, right? Yeah. So we might want to look at our money and see if we can refit to a 7Q. It's a whole engine refit, though. Oh my gosh. But I think definitely worthwhile refitting, because that thing is 7 million C-bills. So yeah, we definitely want to protect that investment. All right, let's just do the Marauder for fun. I know the Marauder 3R is a very rare 1 per regiment range mech. I would say I would not make it a core choice. I would say experimental. Just 1 if we need to. Command mech, but low damage. I think it's just a little too low on the damage. Orion 1K. Okay. This is... Now we're cooking. Okay. ONI 1K. Or sorry, ONI K. It is luckily a 5, so it's uncommon. This is a battle line, but it has high utility as a AA mech. Anti-aircraft, anti-air. High utility as an anti-aircraft mech. The other options are the longbow. Has AA and the rifleman. But we don't want the rifleman in our Merc company because of the low damage, low armor, and it takes up a slot. I'd much rather have an Orion or a longbow, anti-air. I think this is high priority. Honestly, I think the Orion K is high priority, because we need anti-aircraft coverage, and the Orion gives it to us for it on a very like a high defensive, high amount of defense. I think the V is a little low on the armor, and the VA gets rid of the LRM, so the V and the VA. I think I would avoid the VA. I think that's not why you would take the Orion for a Merc company. The V sacrifices armor, which is less good. I think low refit. This is definitely a refit to K. Refit to K. Anti-air. Probably like one of the best AA options for Merc. I think. Get the Orion, get as many as you can. Yep. Solid rifleman replacement. It's got about half, like a little more than half the firepower against aircraft. The rifleman gets 4 rolls, so 2 rolls with the AC-5 and 2 rolls with the large laser. And the Orion has 1 roll with the AC-10 and 1 roll with the LRM-15, but the LRM-15 splits. So the LRM-15 if you hit with the LRM-15, you'll average, I believe, like 9 damage, which is 2 packs of 5, or a pack of 5 and a pack of 4. Yeah. I guess we can do the 3D as well. We'll keep it at the Marauder 3R. to prevent those shutdown checks. Oh, 16 heat. Okay, let me look. Rifleman. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. Rifleman 2N. 16 heat sinks. Oh no. Sorry, 3N. 10 heat sinks. So if you stay still, you generate 8 heat. No, you can fire your large lasers and AC5s at net 8 or net 8 heat, and you're at like -1 to hit. Yeah, I think that's the point of the rifleman, right? It unloads the AC5s and large lasers at air mech and then or air unit, and then waits for it to come around again. Yeah. Okay. The Ostrock. Do we have a bunch of these? Oh, we have the Ostall. Okay. Ostrock is a 5, and there is the 2C. Okay, let's look at the Ostrock. Did we get the good one? Okay, Ostrock is... Oh, okay, Ostrock. Okay. Ostrock has 2 large lasers, 2 medium lasers, SRM4, 5.8 mover. So it is a cavalry. I really like this one. I would take it. I think I would take it a lot of them. I'd put it at priority 4, high. It has the 2 large lasers for piercing and the SRM4. Like, what more do you want? What more do you want? And on top of that, has narrow low profile. Like, Jesus. Let's look at the variants here. Ostrock 2L. LRM 5, I think I'm less interested. Experimental, maybe. At the most. 2M. Just double large lasers. What the heck is going on there? Oh, 5.85. Ooh. Okay, no. Too little damage. I think, yeah. Actually, I'm gonna downgrade the 2L to a priority 1. All right. The Ostall. We should probably take a look at these guys a little more because we have 2 Ostalls. We have 2 4Ds, but we can refit them. So the Ostall 4D. 2 large lasers, 2 medium lasers, 2 rear. Narrow low profile and improved sensors. This isn't bad. I do like the Ostrock better, but this isn't bad. It's not terrible. Ostall. Oh, shoot. I forgot to do the 3C. Sorry. 3C. I would take that. I would take the Ostrock 3C as a core choice. The Ostall 4D. 4D, also a cavalry mech. Also a medium choice, I think. It's not bad. I would like the medium lasers in the front, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. It's got it. Oh, it's got the lasers in the torso, which means which means it can punch as well. And the Ostall 4F, double PPCs, net 4 heat, 5.8 mover. This is weird. I think I would just I would just pass on this. I would refit. Just refit. Mechs that start with O are all weird. Argar thinks the Ostall and the Ostsoul are both S tier. I think I mean, it's definitely up there. It's definitely A. I would say it's definitely above B. It probably has a very high chance of being A in the final tier list. S, it might. I have yet to compare all of them. It's very good. I just haven't I haven't used these mechs at all. But I can already tell, like, Ostrock, you want the Ostrock. Like, The only thing that kind of turns me off about the Osrock is it's got 144 armor. Like, I'd push the armor to like 160 maybe. 160 if I could get away with it. If I could customize, but Osrock is definitely good. It's undeniably good. 2 large lasers, SRM, and torso mounted weapons. Okay, it's got SRM ammo in the CT. But you have narrow low profile. So you're reducing the amount of cluster hits you take. Like maybe the only thing that takes away from it is the SRM4 ammo and the moderate amount of armor, but narrow low profile is making up for a lot of that. But I would take a lot of them. Yeah, I would take a lot of them. Way too thin armor to be S tier. Wolverine eats them alive. Yeah, I'm definitely interested. It's a mech that I definitely want to play. Like, I don't mind playing. Don't mind at all. But we will see in the games we play. Phoenix Hawk. There's the 1, and the other one I want to talk about is the 1D. So this is a 9, very common mech. It is a hybrid. This is a Scout Striker. Scout Cavalry. There are a couple of variants of the Phoenix Hawk. So, Phoenix Hawk, there is the 1. So, machine guns, CT ammo. I think this is... I would say maybe. It's got like ammo vulnerability plus heat issues. So this guy is kind of the apex predator, in my opinion, of light mechs. It moves at 696. It's a medium mech, but the nice thing about this Phoenix Hawk is it has a large laser, which means you're opening up a lot of light mechs in a single shot and exposing the crits. It's also a 45 tonner, so it devastates things on charges or kicks. If you get in melee range and kick something with a Phoenix Hawk and you're successful, a light mech, you pretty much just shatter the leg in a single turn. So very good mech, very good tactic. 1K is just a 6.9 mover. 13 heat sinks. 1K. I think I would I mean, it's not bad, but 1D is better. The best option here, I think, is the 1D. The 1D adds heat sinks and removes the ammo. So I think very good. I think I would make it a core choice in my company. $1D or 1K refit. I would go for the 1D refit. Careful with heat management. Losing all arms. Breaks all your weapons. Yeah. Only weakness is infantry. Correct. It doesn't have a response to infantry, but I think it's a lot better than carrying the ammo in the center torso. For sure. Read my chat. The K has great armor, but no items in the side torsos, which makes crits transfer to CT. Oh, okay. I was looking at the jump capability of the K, and I really want the 696 movement. Does it show me internals? It does not show me internals, but okay, I believe you. Yeah, if it transfers over, then yeah, it's even less interesting. Okay, Phoenix Hawk. Quick Draw is next. Quick Draw 4G. This is a rare mech. Quick Draw. 4G, 585 mover, but 128 armor. 2 medium lasers, an LRM-10 and SRM-4. The quick draw 5A is also not better, and the quick draw H is not better too. I'm just gonna go ahead and say right now, 128 armor is pretty pitiful. There are better options, so avoid. Just low armor. Basically beaten by the Wolverine. Okay. Rifleman. The Rifleman. The Rifleman 3N is relatively common. It is a ranged mech, and I think this is a last resort. Low armor, low damage. We take it as a last resort for the AA capability. But again, the longbow and the Orion are better. Shadowhawk. Shadowhawk 2H, I think, is a 7 common. What do we rate our dragon here? Yeah, low avoid. Yeah, I'd agree. Low avoid as a cavalry mech. Not enough damage. Shock troop. Not a fan, not a fan. The quick draw is to be avoided like the plague. Rifleman for the memes, you need one. 3C for the AT-10s. Okay, let's look at all right. 2N, not bad. Okay, not bad. 2N, maybe experimental. The 4D. What is going on with the 4D? 2 PPCs and 2 large lasers for what's 18 plus 18? 36? 36 for net 16 heat? That's some penalties. What is going on? I'm too lazy to look up. I'm too lazy to look up the heat scale. But what is this? It seems like a meme. 3C. 3C is better. It's better. It's better, but it's not great because of the armor. And you have to bring it into brawl. You have to bring it into AC-10 range, which is large laser range, which means you're getting pounded. It is better. It is better, but low armor. 4D, hence Davion happened. Okay. Yeah, I think I think it's like maybe like a 1.5 or something like that. It's still not something that I want. Shadowhawk. 2H was it 7? 7. Let me check. 7. Cavalry mech and yeah, low last resort. Not interested. The 2K, all right, we can get with the 2K. 2K is like the GRF is better. Oh no, actually we might want to test it. I wouldn't mind having 2K because it has the weapons and the torsos, which means you can hit with the battle fists. 2D is pretty sure is a joke mech. 2D is avoid. Low armor. 2D is a joke mech. I said it. I said it. Yeah. Low armor, Ed. Yeah, I agree. Just get it out of here. Get him out of here. Stalker 3F. Okay. Stalker 3F is a very common mech. It is Stalker 3F. LRM-10s. It's got a lot of weapons, but it's supported by the fact that it has a combat computer which gives it basically a free four heat sinks. So 24 heat sinks. It is a 3/5 mover Juggernaut. I don't think I like Juggernauts in general. It's an assault mech with LRM-10s at long and medium and large lasers. Okay, so I mean, I think it's worth experimenting with. Probably worth experimenting with. 3H. Probably worth experimenting with, I'd say. Maybe we'll take one if the opportunity presents us. Yeah. 4N, 4... Ooh, the 4P. I'm not even gonna talk about the 4P. 4N... yeah, I'm gonna say all variants at 2. The battle computer makes it really good, but also the weapons mixes, I don't know. You want to get in close. Like, you don't want to fight with an assault mech with just 2 LRM-10s. You want to bring it into large laser range. So I think maybe worth experimenting for the efficiency of the combat computer. Get out of here, Stalker. 2K apparently has a PPC on the torso. Yeah. High A tier for a slow mover. Yeah, I think it's worth trying. The Stinger. 3R and 3G. These are very common scout mechs, and we want to avoid them. The Thunderbolt 5S is a 8. It is a battle line mech, and I think it's fine as a core choice. Any questions about the Stinger? Thunderbolt 5S. Yeah, just a middle of the line, kind of like your standard mech. The 5S, the double S with a PPC. I think maybe worth experimenting. Might be good. SE, also probably worth experimenting with. A little bit lighter of a loadout, but I probably need to put a couple more games on it. The D, I think the 5D is, I'm gonna say low. HBK is better. Even if it has an LRM-10 and an AC-20, but I think I would rather just have the Hunchback. Like, if I had the choice between like a 2 5Ds or like a 5D or a 5S and then a Hunchback, I think, yeah. 5SE may get us Iridani copyright infringement. Thunderbolt is good for a cost. Yeah, I think it's a solid pick. It's a very common solid pick. Like, if we You know, it's common and it's pretty stable. You just have to worry about like ammo management, especially on the center torso. But I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Trebuchet. I think the Trebuchet 5S. I think it's like because of its 5.8 movement. I think it's not a cavalry. Excuse me. I would say hybrid. Ranged cav. Play like. Yeah, range cav. I don't have enough experience with this. I'm gonna rate it a 2. I'm gonna rate it a 2. Experimental. I think because we have the we are gonna get some games on this Trebuchet, so we are gonna be able to test out some ideas on it. But I'm not certain on it. The 5.8 movement makes it a little bit awkward to me. Just a little awkward on the light armor and the speed. It's not quite a 4/6 mover, and it's a little light. Pretty good. Have variants that make it fun. Okay. 5S. 120 armor still. 7K as a sniper. 5J. 585. I'd say experiment want to test. I think okay, we'll do them 5 7K 5N 5J 7K 5N 5J. Okay. I think the 7K is less good. I'd be less interested in having it. It's a PPC mech. Probably low. 5N. Is the 5N the standard variant? 5S. What's the 5S run? Oh, 5S is okay. 5S is low. 5N. I can experiment with the 5J. 5J is interesting. It's not bad. Isn't the 5S the ones with SRMs? Yeah, the one with SRMs, I'm going to set it low priority because it has 120 armor. It has 120 armor and it needs to get close in. So it's like, it's a little risky, I think. Just risky. I like the idea, but if it had more armor, I'd try it. Risky. Just risky. SRMs. I said fun, not great. I believe you. It looks fun. I as a fun mech, yeah. I don't think it's coming back a lot of the time, but yeah. All right, urban mech. Not for mercenaries. It's an ambusher. So I actually I don't have a thing for this. But it is a 7 common R60. Our friend the urban mech is in a void. Not for mercs. Too specialized. All right, and now we have the Victor 9B. Victor 9B 464 AC 20 SRM 4. It's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. I think it is a 4, so rare. It is a cav unit. I think I probably want to I don't think it's a core choice. I think it's experimental. Oops, it's experimental. Pretty interesting design. Want to try. Okay. The Vulcan. There's the 2 variants, 2T and the 5T. The Vulcan 2T is all right. It's an uncommon mech. It's a hybrid scout cavalry, or well, the 2T is a Vulcan. 2T is a it is a scout. The 5T is a hybrid. Scout cav. This is just a pure avoid. This is like a refit. I think the 5T has potential. As a mech. 5T is wonderful, yeah. 5T runs 4 medium lasers, a machine gun, and a flamer. And it has narrow low profile. You probably want to just eject the ammo. Like, you're not really going to worry about you're not going to be sad if you just eject the machine gun. A little low on the armor, but narrow low profile kind of makes up for it. I think as a scout, pretty solid choice. Yeah, the 5T is the only Vulcan I want. Yeah, just totally pass on the 2T here. Then we have the Warhammer. All right. Warhammer has a lot of variants. So let's go through them. It has the 6R, the 6K, the 6L, and 6D. Okay. This is a hybrid mech. It is a battle line, range battle line. It has a availability of 8. Common. 6R is a little, it's like the Crusader. It's low on armor. So that is a problem, but it's playable. But in a campaign, I'd probably call it low just because it's so vulnerable to attack. It's 6 million C-bills and vulnerable to attack. 6K, not much better. I think also pretty low priority. Just too low armor. 6L is interesting. It has flamethrowers, which helps its utility on infantry, but also low armor. I think the best option here is the 6D. It gets rid of the SRM, which is unfortunate, but 217 armor, maxed armor, I'm about that. Like, sad to get rid of SRM6, but not bad. But armor bonused, but extra armor is really good. And it has, I believe, 20 heat sinks, which lets it run heat neutral with both its PPCs, which is not the best, but it's not the worst. Indeed, free from ammo, the 6D, yeah. I think for stability purposes, if you're running a Merc company, 6D is kind of the way to go. Next one, Wasp. Wasp 1A is a pass. Wasp 1W is probably also a pass. I think the 1W has potential, but very vulnerable. Very vulnerable. And then the Wolverine. Let's go through them. Wolverine. 6R, 6D, 6K, 6M. All right, 6R, 6D, 6K, and 6M. Wolverine is a common mech, which is nice. It is a cavalry. 6R is not bad. AC5 SRM6 medium laser, not bad. You pick it as a core choice. 6D, AC10, medium laser. It's a little unstable. I'm a little less interested. 6K, no jump jets, 5.8 mover. Heavy cavalry land, 5/8 mover. It's experimental. I'd test it. 6M. I think if you've been watching me for a while, you would know the answer. I think 6M is god tier. 5. Take as many as possible. 6M, hands down. Yeah. Arguably the best, probably the best cavalry mech in 3025. Definitely god tier. I don't know if it's gonna make S, but it has a very strong potential to making S in the eventual medium tier list. Definitely. Best mech in the game. Where's our friend the Charger? Okay, we'll do the Zeus. Take a look at the Zeus. The Zeus has 3 variants. The 6S, the 6A, and the 6T. 6S, 6A, and 6T. It is a heavy mech, 80-tonner that goes at 4.6, and all of them go at 4.6. Okay, so they're battle line mechs. Sniper roll. 6S, AC-10, LRM-15, and a large laser. That's not very good. That is not very good for an assault mech. I think this is, sorry, it's a 5. Not very good. It gets beaten by a lot of things. Armor is 184. Yeah, definitely not good. Low priority. 3 SRMs. 3 SRM 6 unit, 3 SRM 6s, a PPC, and a large laser. I think I'm also not really interested in that. The 6T, PPC, large laser, LRM 15. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, not that great, but serviceable. Not that great, but serviceable. Yeah, it's just a little underwhelming for an assault mech, like compared to the Battlemaster, compared to the Banshee. Like, oh Jesus. Let's do the Charger. The Charger. Okay. We have the 1L. The 1A1, the 1A9, and the 1A5. 1A9, 1A5. AC2 is god tier versus vehicles. Charger 181, 1L. Large laser in the right arm, so that's not great. 88 armor. Oh, gee, okay. What the heck is this? Okay. Get that out of here. 1A1. 160 armor. Small lasers. I'm looking at the arm. 2 lasers are on the arms, which is not great. It has barrel fists on the left arm. I would say I want to test this. I think it has potential. As a melee mech. As a melee cavalry mech, I think it has potential. Charges in and batters light mechs. Yep. It's pretty straightforward. You run in and you kind of get in there. I think it has potential. I'd want to try it. 1A1, or sorry, 1A9 changes the role to a 4.64 mover heavy cavalry with an LRM 20. Yeah, this is serviceable, I think. 22 heat sinks. Yikes. Never mind. I changed my mind. 22 heat sinks to support that mech is totally unneeded. A5. Oh, here's something interesting. A5. 4.6 mover AC20. Yeah, this is workable. Big Red. For using the 1A1, if using seal bills, you're paying for one of the most expensive mechs of its age to try and impotently fight light mechs. Very true, very true. So on the BV level, the Charger 1A1 is 981 BV, which makes it worthwhile to run. But if we're running a mercenary company, it's 7.5 million sea bills. And that is a lot. But, you know, sometimes you just got to go with your heart. 7 million sea bills. So actually, it's a 0, a void. But sometimes you follow your heart. I'd rather have a medium mech, frankly. Yeah, I think it's 7 million, considering the cost of a Wolverine is 4.8 million. Definitely don't try this at home. Don't try this at home. For the memes, yes. Follow the memes. But sometimes follow your heart. I think I want to have one just for fun. Just for funsies. So that is my tier list. Or not tier list, I guess. My recommendations. Your and my recommendations here. For all the common mechs for mercenaries. Next week, we will be rolling up these mechs and building out an actual battalion. We'll be finishing off this battalion and kind of seeing where it takes us. Are you going to be streaming, Big Red? Will you be streaming? Probably not today. You might, but probably not. Okay, okay. I was gonna say, if you're gonna stream, hop on and I can raid you. Take Sundays off. Okay, okay. But yeah, if you were on, I would raid you. Let's go to just chatting for a bit. Just chatting. What do you guys think? Do you guys have any questions on mechs? Thank God I can sleep. It's 1 a.m. Do we want to raid this guy? Do we want to raid this guy? Pet the dog. Get some food and pet the dog. All right, all right, all right. We'll watch that last half after work? Okay, okay. Yeah, thanks for coming, everyone. I think we will pass on raiding today. Next time we will be building out our mercenary battalion. But thank you all for watching. This one was a long one. I'll slime you later. Slime you later, Commander. I'll slime you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.